Interviews with the strong candidate list that we've had, and they get to ask us questions. We ask them questions, but it's been enlightening and fun, and we're looking forward to picking the right guy for
you. YouTube, Bayou City Boys, we back this week talking Houston Texans. The big story is, of course, who is our head coach? Who are we getting?
Literally no one knows.
There's a lot of names.
There's a lot of names that it shouldn't be.
I mean, I'm not too mad at the names. I mean, the only one was probably
I'm not mad at it either.
I'm not mad at the actual names. I'm mad at the names that I keep hearing stupid people say.
Once again, quit talking to them.
I'm not talking to them, bro. I see it on all of our shit when they comment. That's why
I muted it. Well, I had to. I muted it on everything.
Well, I don't want to know about it. Because that's your fucking problem if you decide to look at that.
But I have to tell you, because then
you don't have to tell me.
I do, because then it gets you agitated like this, and it's funnier.
It's not funny because you're gonna piss me off one day, and then you're not gonna know what to do.
That's gonna leave.
I'll just be like, "Hey, here's a Snickers."
I am gonna fucking leave one day. That's your warning. I just gave you a warning. I don't want to know about it.
Look, from what I've heard on the, I guess, NFL wire of actual credible sources, it's between DeMeco Ryans and Jonathan Gannon.
Like, let's be honest, right? Like, you could kind of cut Kafka out. He shit the bed the other day. Man, we don't want you no more.
You did get a second interview,
but we still don't want you.
Yeah.
So I think what it is, because we're about to start a fight between DeMeco and Gannon. I think DeMeco is who the fans want, and Gannon is who the team wants.
Yeah.
I think it also makes DeMeco look better if his defense that he's coaching keeps doing good in the playoffs like this, because then everybody's going to be like, oh, we should definitely get DeMeco. But, you know, being a defensive coordinator doesn't mean you're going to be a good head coach, as we've seen before.
It's funny because they're both going against each other this week.
Word.
And it's pretty much everybody's calling it the battle for the head coaching job. Whoever wins gets it. Whoever loses moves on.
Yeah.
And for me, it was interesting hearing Jerry Hughes and a bunch of them saying, like, oh, we have a team, like, group chat where we're keeping an eye on who our next coach is. And they
would like to know the shit they're talking in that group chat.
They were very vocal, though, like, what they want in a leader, what they want in a football coach, like to teach them the game better, to help them, guide them type of shit. Because a lot of them are young. We got to remember a lot of our especially new guys are younger. Petrie, Stingley, Pierce. So you kind of feel like the team, okay, we really are excited about who our head coach is. Please get it right type of thing. But I feel both of these guys have legit reasons why they could be our head coach. And
I think DeMeco's the safer pick for Caserio, but he really wants Gannon. I think Gannon might be better faster.
Yeah.
I really feel that way because he's been a coordinator for longer. So he could probably turn it around for us faster.
Yeah.
And let's be completely honest, he's a nerd, not a player. So he knows more nerds who know fucking X's and O's. So he might be potentially get a coordinator better than DeMeco.
I can see that. I mean,
the question of the day is, why don't we interview Brian Callahan, the Bengals offensive coordinator?
Well, I think you talking about for our OC or what?
No, for a head coach.
Oh, head coach. I don't know. I feel like they're interviewing everybody, but like you said, their cream of the crop is for sure those two defensive coordinators.
Yeah. Like, just because it feels that way so strongly, I gave up on the idea of getting like, oh, we need an offensive coordinator or a head offensive guy for a quarterback. I kind of gave up on that already.
Yeah, because I was high on Kafka and then I was high on Steichen, and they both have kind of, I mean, in the news they fizzled out a bit. But, I mean, in the news, you can't believe it 100%. But the rumbling.
I think Steichen did good as fuck the other day.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you called a fucking basically a go route for A.J. Brown on the second play of the game, and he caught that bitch, and they didn't know what to do. So I strongly believe that Philadelphia did not get off the first page of their play sheet. Like they had so much that they didn't use the other day.
I don't think they did either because they only played like 30 plays or some shit and just kept scoring and letting the fucking defense play. The defense got to like the fourth fucking page.
So if Philly fucks up San Francisco this weekend, does it change who you want?
I don't
could
know.
you easily say fuck Gannon too? I want Sirianni. Like, cause Sirianni, this is like a triple threat match, bro.
I was thinking about it today. I was like, damn, two of the people that we fucking are interviewing are gonna play each other this week. That's gonna be interesting, and I want to know what other people are gonna have to say about it. Personally, I think it'll be good either way.
It is interesting though, because you have defense versus defense, and then the other offense versus defense, and DeMeco and Steichen. And so I kind of feel this is an evaluation for him. I mean, of course, with whoever comes, you're not going to have the same weapons you have on either one of these teams. Let's get that out the way.
Yeah.
But it's for sure, I think it's competitiveness. Like, who wants the job more? I mean, NBA executives and presidents and other GMs have said no matter what any fan base says, the Texans and then the Panthers are the two top head coaching jobs right now.
So is it fair to say that the real like fake fight is between DeMeco and Sirianni?
I think that is fair to say, kind of.
I could see that argument. It's Sirianni's to lose. Well, it's
because it's Steichen. I mean, if Gannon does good, that has no effect on DeMeco. He didn't run a shitty offense.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense with the criteria, though, of that these two are probably their biggest ones, with Nick saying it's going to take 2, 3, 4 weeks maybe to get it, because you can't do your second interview until they're out of the playoffs or Super Bowl. So if one of them, I mean, whatever one loses, and if they do their second interview and then they still haven't picked, then it's kind of leaning towards the one that's still on a team probably.
Because, I mean, if you're thinking about it, the Eagles right now are known for the offense with Jalen Hurts and everybody they got over there. So Steichen, if he wins and the offense does good, he's going to look even better. And then DeMeco, his team's known for the fucking defense right now. So if he does good, it's going to make him look better. So in layman's
terms, I'm saying, but they can't both do good.
I know that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's one or the other. But honestly, like it's them competing against each other, like you said. Like at the end of the day, I think it's worth more than just a playoff win right now to go to.
Well, to us it is. To them,
I know. Yeah.
But
it might be worth more to them because it could be what makes them a head coach in the NFL.
To DeMeco, it can't matter. Like it doesn't matter because somebody's going to offer him a job anyway.
Yeah.
The other two, maybe it matters. But to DeMeco, I don't think it fucking matters because somebody's going to offer him a job.
DeMeco, if he doesn't get it, is going to come out and be like, I wanted that job so bad. That was my favorite team I ever played for. I wanted to coach them, blah, blah, blah. And
well, guess what? If you were the stupidest person in the room that had Caserio and Cal in it, then we don't want you as a coach.
Look, I mean, luckily the Sean Payton train seems to have moved on. It looks like Denver's all in on him, giving up picks and everything. So that fans throw that on the side right there. I mean, you still, of course, have other coaches that are interviewing. You have to do your due diligence on it. But all eyes should be on this matchup of how do they handle the pressure? How do they handle the changing of pay? Because that's one thing you can look at. How are they going to – I mean, you saw it with DeMeco versus Dallas. We were watching it, and we were like, oh, man, DeMeco, you got to change something up. And he figured it out, changed it up, and that's what you want to see because we know, being a Houston Texans fan, a lot of our coaches, Bill O'Brien and all these other guys, would struggle with changing shit up on the fly. And it's just – I think it hurt, like, seeing, like, a Mike Vrabel type of guy leave your organization and go coach a division team and kind of make those changes. So I think that's why a lot of people, of course, ex-Texan, J.J. Watt now endorsed him type of stuff. So
I kind of liked it though. That was cool with me.
So for me, it's like I'm kind of cool with either one.
I was going to say, so at this point, are you cool if we get DeMeco?
I didn't say that.
I know. I'm just asking.
Don't ask me right now.
Okay. Are you cool if we get Steichen?
Steichen? I don't know.
Yeah,
Don't ask me
Steichen,
right
my
now
bad.
because
Okay.
they got to play each other. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah.
why I asked the question because that matters to me.
I know.
Like,
That's why I
that
said it's
dude
going to be
is
a
going-
deal.
So after this week, we'll know what they dealt with at adversity, what they dealt with on switches, how they. I mean, it's going to be a good matchup for sure.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be Gannon or DeMeco. I'm pretty sure, no matter what Steichen. I'm fucking positive of it.
I mean, that's who they keep.
Well, it's
talking
because like everybody's mock changed all of a sudden from a receiver at 12 to a corner. It's like, okay, so who would want that? A fucking defensive head coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have us mocked for what? Penn State's cornerback?
Joey Porter. I mean, I've seen a bunch of different mocks with a corner there, but they just changed all of a sudden. I was like, oh, that was weird.
Yeah, it's kind of like, all right, getting my franchise QB and then getting something I want on my defense.
Well, here's my thing, and this is the issue I have with that. I want a corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If we had a shutdown corner with Stingley, with Petrie, because especially considering the direction, like I don't know if Texans. Matter of fact, I know Texans fans aren't smart enough to realize what happened. Jacksonville changed the way our division played. Well, you can't play that run and kind of stop defense. Like you have to score now. So if we're one player away from making it even harder for them to play that way, I'm cool with that. But my only issue is I strongly feel like you could get a good corner at 32, which means I'm willing to trade 12 and 2 to move to 1 to get Bryce.
Interesting.
Ooh. Lock it up and that's it.
That's only if you're going to get a corner at 12.
Yeah.
Speaking of trades, there was a question that we got on our last on one of the last videos that y'all did. And
Oh,
I
yeah,
wanted
it was
to,
our mock draft video.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about it because I thought it was going to be kind of interesting.
It was
They
a guy
said-
named. Oh, you got it?
Yeah, Lethal Lance 3 days ago said, "Hey, Texans fans, Seahawks fans here. I want to see if you guys would approve of this trade. Let's say you guys go with quarterback with the second pick. Will you be willing to trade up to 5 if Will Anderson and Jalen Carter are there for your native 2024 first-round pick?"
So we're basically giving them a first round from next year to move up from 12 to 5. So we're giving them 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
I'll only do that if they give me a third round pick too.
Okay.
That would
Because at least give me a player. Like I'm gonna give you the better player, but give me a player.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that. I mean, you get two quality players on both ends of the field.
I strongly doubt that Jalen Carter or Will Anderson will be there at 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they do, I mean, the only way I'd see it is if people are freaking out about QBs and they start jumping up stuff to try to get Will Levis and CJ Stroud. Because going to quarterbacks, I mean,
I was gonna say like it would be such if we go quarterback at 2. I'm pretty sure the Colts got a quarterback in the top 4 also. If Seattle's trade pick, if they're pick 5, there's gonna be so many people willing to pay more than we are to get
CJ. Yeah.
Yeah, well, to get Levis at 5, opposed to what we're willing to pay to get anybody at 5. So,
yeah,
I mean, I'm willing to trade up, but I doubt it's going to be to y'all's pick.
Yeah, I do feel for some reason I feel this year is going to be a lot of trading of at least people trying. Like you're going to see those phones going, people trying to move up to beat others for what they need. Because I mean, there's only one.
I have a feeling there's somebody's going to be desperate. It's either going to be I don't think the Colts are going to be desperate. I really don't, because you're at 4. So it's going to be a team like Carolina, maybe.
It's going to be that 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 area.
But a sneaky team that might be stupid careless is I was about to call them the Redskins, Washington, because they could be there and be like, okay, I really fucking need a quarterback.
Yeah.
There was also
I have a team, so I can trade up to get him at 4 or 5.
There was also a follow-up to it from Lethal Lance again. Said other way around, if you guys go Anderson or Carter with the second, would you trade to 5 for a quarterback? Which we all know.
They have, if you wanted that player from me that bad, I know you have your pick and Denver's pick. I want your 2 for my 1. It's the same thing you just asked me for, bro.
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, I just feel like first pick you have to go quarterback. If they go Will Anderson or Jalen Carter first, you have to go QB.
You know what I'm most worried about is I'm sitting here thinking about like it's gonna be so different after free agency because you'll know who needs what.
Oh yeah.
Just what if the Colts got a quarterback in free agency?
I mean, Derek Carr is available in trade. Aaron Rodgers seems to be available in trade. Still the looming Tom Brady going around. Is not Teddy? Is Geno Smith going to remain in Seattle? What happens to Marcus Mariota, which was a pretty good journeyman for the Atlanta Falcons? I mean, who else is available?
I thought there's other quarterbacks that I think that you could just get off a team if you really wanted them. Like Tannehill is tradable. Like they'll give him up. I doubt we want him, but
a bridge court. Somebody's gonna be.
Oh. Yeah, he's a good bridge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you think Heineke be worth it to anyone?
He's a backup. He's a career backup.
Damn.
Oh, we forgot Cooper Rush.
No. Oh yeah, Cowboys fans were saying that he needs to be the starter.
Bro, he's dominant. Bro.
They said he's the future. Dak needs to be his backup.
I'm gonna tell you, stupid ass Cowboy fans, what the problem with Dak is he thinks he's white. That's the problem. Y'all have Kirk Cousins on y'all's team. That's what he is.
That's exactly under pressure.
You're fucking an okay quarterback who's paid to be great.
His own Twitter called him out. We lost because Dak threw 2 key interceptions.
The Cowboys Twitter page wrote that about him. Y'all want to know how bad they suck? Their fans got in a fight with a bunch of fucking San Francisco 49ers fans at the Bombshells over here the other day.
Stupid.
Yeah. How do you
gigantic brawl because the 49ers fans laughed because the Cowboys lost.
We laughed too.
I know.
We all,
but they're not going to fight us.
America laughed.
They did.
Yeah.
Stupid ass Cowboys.
I don't know. I'm getting those feelings again, like Rockets draft all over again. I'm uncertain because we don't control our destiny, sadly. I do feel that first pick's kind of rich to trade for. So I kind of feel okay at that point with getting our quarterback, but I want to know what they're going to do. I mean, you have so many picks. I would not be surprised if Nick's like, hey, I'm trading these to get back in the first, or I'm trading this to get like, especially with a DeMeco Ryans or a Jonathan Gannon type mindset with him. Mm-hmm. I mean, right now it pretty much looks like your main goal is to go up against Jaguars.
Yeah. I wouldn't concern myself with that. You have to let them beat themselves a little bit because
they did that for 2 quarters.
Exactly. But not only that, it's like, did y'all draft well? Y'all had the first overall pick, and did y'all? Like Lawrence turned out, but Trevon Walker kind of sucked.
Devin Lloyd was easy. Great. Anybody was going to pick him first.
Yeah. But he panned out. You know what I'm saying? Like he got a real coach and panned out. So that's why y'all did so with that. And our division sucks. We just
it's. I think for me, I mean, I'm kind of happy that the hype train is all on Jaguars. Let it be. I don't want anything. I don't want it to be looked at. I don't want it to be anything. Calvin Ridley's coming. Fine. I don't give a shit. I saw sadly enough Jaguar games where I saw 2 sides of Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
I mean,
but also it's like his receivers suck. So let's see what they get him.
I mean, Christian.
I've seen a lot of mocks, bro. A lot of mocks where all these good receivers, most of them don't go in first round. So it's for some reason, it's like everybody keeps throwing them to the end of the first round. And it's like, well, that just makes the good teams better.
Yeah.
Because you're about to put fucking like Jackson Smith and Jingba on the Packers or something. Like, I don't want that.
Evan Ingram is his best receiver over there.
You still got to think all these teams at Baltimore.
But they need a corner bad. They need a cornerback.
Who needs a receiver? I mean, somebody's going to trade for DeAndre. Somebody's going to trade for DeAndre.
A lot of people think it's going to be Cleveland. Deshaun.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, that's fine. Let them burn all their cash out. I'm cool. He gonna do. I just, for me, it's one of those things where I did see the reports that Jordan Addison would drop probably to barely leave in the first. And so that kind of made me feel like, all right, what are we going with that next?
But that's what I'm saying. It's like all that happened, right? But the guys who are already in the second round kind of stayed. So it's like all you did was like compress the fucking receivers in one, bumped up some corners. So it's going to be like runs of positions. And I was like, oh, it's boring, you know?
Yeah. But I do think, like, I mean, for us at least, like, that means you at 33, you can get, or what is it, 33, 34?
Well, it's 34, but the 33rd player because.
Yeah. And so I feel like at that position, you can maybe get a receiver then. So
of course.
It helps.
Even if they didn't move it, you were still going to get a receiver there.
Yeah.
A good one.
Yeah.
But we got
Brandin Cooks. You go O-lineman with 12? Because I still fucking don't like Titus Howard. I really don't.
I was gonna ask that day. I think if you're gonna pay Tunsil, honestly though, I think you can go O-lineman. You have to beef up that O-line somehow. I mean, you got to help out your young QB.
Oh, I'm about to draft like some people.
Yeah, I know that, but I mean, especially if you go quarterback O-line, I don't see why anybody can be mad unless they just both suck. Then yeah, I get it. But you're protecting your asset that you just got.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at what Joe Burrow did. Like, I mean, this year his O-line hurt again, but he struggled without an O-line at all. Like, you can have a great quarterback, and if they don't have somebody to protect them, ask Tom Brady.
So, like, the way I think it would play out, like, it would be quarterback, corner, receiver, interior D lineman, and then, like, what best available.
Yeah.
Maybe even 2 receivers. Only because that's how I predict the runs are going to go. Like, oh, fuck, everybody's taking a receiver. I got to go receiver. Yeah. Everybody's taking fucking D lineman here. I got to take D lineman here.
Yeah. You play a lot of Madden.
Not at all. I haven't played in weeks.
If somebody offers you a trade for Cooks on draft day, are you taking it?
It has to be
I was going to say, I think it'll depend on what it is.
What do y'all think what do you think he's worth for a draft day?
I think it depends on who the team is.
Okay.
I don't want to send him somewhere where he's going to
where a rookie won't immediately help you unless he's an amazing rookie. Yeah. And you're willing to pay for Cooks because you think that he's that missing piece. I'm going to need that 3rd round pick. I really am.
I was going to say a 3rd round.
So, because I feel like, I mean, I'm not comparing them at all, but I do feel whoever misses out on DeAndre may try to go and see, hey, how much is Cooks? I need a legit receiver for my team.
What if the Rams ask for him? He goes back there.
I mean, he's not the fastest, so he could probably end up in New England.
I don't think the Rams have a pick inside the top 100.
Yeah, they don't have nothing.
So they don't have shit to offer me, and I doubt they're going to give up something good.
I was just thinking of teams that would probably be able to use him. And the Rams was the first one that came to mind. New England's probably a good one.
Ravens and
New England's in too good of a position to draft a receiver.
Yeah.
Like, you're like the 16th pick. You have to take, like, Addison or in Jingba or somebody, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we'll know, I think once free agency starts and then those trades start rolling in, we're for sure going to start knowing, locking in on what teams need. Because if New England trades for DeAndre or whoever, then you're like, oh, okay, you're definitely not going receiver with that pick. You're going to go somewhere else. All right, then what do we move on to? And as we get closer, for sure, more teams start getting kicked out. I mean, it's only down to 4 now. So we're getting down to the wire of draft time. And I think anybody that's still doing mock drafts where you're getting anything besides a quarterback at number 2, you just need to stop. Like,
it's making me nervous, bro, because like if you see that shit, Bryce Young's always there for you at 2. And it's like, it's just too easy for, like, don't make me be calm about it. And then he's not there on draft day.
We still got combine. We still got, I mean, look at NBA. Jabari Smith was supposed to be pick number 1 pretty much the whole way. Then Chet kind of snuck in, and then draft day, Banchero.
So basically, our best hope is that everybody gives Will Levis his white privilege and hypes him so much throughout this whole fucking shit.
Last year, Malik Willis was supposed to go in the 1st round. He didn't go to like the 3rd.
That's different levels of talent there.
No, I know, but I'm saying like there's always the hype there that could be different.
Yeah, I do like Will Levis. I started watching some more film of him.
So answer it right now. If you go 2 and you had to pick between Levis and Stroud, who do you want?
Oh shit.
I was gonna say that because the other day he was talking mess about Levis.
So like, Bryce Young's out.
Yeah, just assume Bryce gone. You're at number 2. You got everybody else available to you.
I'm gonna go Levis. And the only reason why I go with Levis is you brought up a point to me last video on Stroud of how there's times where he shows up during games, but then there are times he doesn't show up. And all that reminds me of is Deshaun Watson. And all I remember in my head is Kansas City up, dude doesn't show up.
Yes. I'll say this about Stroud. This is really going to keep you on Will Levis for the rest of this draft process. Is CJ Stroud shows up to play big games. If it's a big game and the lights are on, he's going to show up and do his thing. He never wins them, ever.
Also, he's Justin Herbert?
Yeah. Well, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Justin Herbert. He shows up for the big games, but he doesn't win them.
I don't think Herbert shows up for all big games. Like Stroud does. So either you have ADD and retarded and you need the excitement, or something happens. I don't know. But you lose them all the time.
Let's say Stroud gets taken with the first pick. You got Bryce.
You go Bryce.
Levis. No. You got Bryce and Levis both on the board. They take Levis. Are you mad?
No. If I could get Bryce 1 with our pick, that's what I want.
I know, but I'm saying, like, let's say they take Stroud with the first, and you got Bryce and Levis on the board, but we pick Levis. Are you mad?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna be mad. Yes. You step on my fucking foot, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah, I feel like Bryce. We've talked about why Bryce should be the first pick. And I get it. It's one of those things where every team is different. What are you looking for in your quarterback? You looking for the big? You looking for stocky? You looking for the mindset? Are you looking for how they control the game? And I just think Bryce fits what we're looking for.
Man, I get the size concerns. I get it. There's big ass dudes trying to take your fucking head off. I get it. But I'm willing to deal with that because nothing else about him concerns me at all.
That's all you get from people.
Exactly. But then in the back of my mind, all I can think about is like, what if in 2 years we're in position like Arizona, we're like, you're about to miss your quarterback for a whole year. Like, what do we do? But I still take his little less because I think he's going to get bigger. You cannot come to Houston and stay skinny. Jabari Smith been here for fucking 8 months and he done gained 14 pounds.
Bro, look at Sengun, bro.
Exactly.
Sengun put body weight on everybody. Like, oh, this dude's little. I'm like, you get that Texas soul food and barbecue in you.
You know what they don't have in Serbia? Tortillas and beans. Yeah. And you know what we have in Houston? Tortillas and beans.
Yep. Yeah.
We also have cornbread.
We've seen it before with athletes here in Houston, and they can bulk up. Kyle Tucker used to be so skinny and small, and now he looks like he's been
his nose grew from being.
I mean, look at Yuli. Yuli grew too much. I mean, he had too much.
Look at fucking what the fuck's his stupid ass name? James Harden.
That boy went way overboard. That boy was straight up strip club cigarettes. And
James Harden pulled a fucking Eddie Lacy.
You sure the fuck he looked like Eddie Lacy?
James Harden got so fucking fat, he looked like he couldn't fit into his uniform. They had to go 2 sizes up.
That was too much. That was way too much. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not worried about it. When you talk to people about why do you not want Bryce, the only thing they say is durability and because he's small. You never hear about muscle accuracy. You never hear about his decision making. You never hear none of that shit.
If he comes to Houston, he's gonna meet fucking Brian Cushing, and he's gonna put on 30 pounds of muscle. It might not be the right way.
There's even a strong possibility that he could be annoying like Russell Wilson. That crossed my mind, but I'll take it right now. I'll fucking take it. We're desperate.
Let's ride. Yeah, I mean, I'm all in on Bryce. If he's not there for some reason and we have to go with Levis or Stroud, I'm okay with it. At this point, I've kind of accepted that. I just want a quarterback. If we don't get a quarterback, and we get Jalen Carter and Will Anderson, I just want to know.
Save that question because we'll ask that question again after the combine.
Yeah.
Like, let's see what they
thing
do.
I'm waiting for. Because at combine,
what if that fool mentions 225 for like 20 reps? Are people still gonna hate on him?
the thing with the combine is everybody seems to not even care about that. Sadly, they only care about the throws.
But I was about to say, let's start a bet. Who do you think puts out a video first of a bomb, like a long fucking throw? Levis or Stroud? Somebody's gonna leak a video. I think it's gonna be Levis too.
Levis. He has to climb up the board more. And
Malik Willis did that last year. I remember that.
Yeah, that was what it was.
He put out a long ass fucking
Everybody
video.
does it every year.
He put out a video of him throwing to somebody far as fuck, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, Malik Willis is the big." That fool trolled the internet.
Like, I don't like think cynical about it, but
yeah, you are.
Ever since because you can't even trust like ESPN no more.
Bro,
because it's like how many agents are like telling these fools to say that? Because like you're saying shit I don't see. So am I stupid or are you a liar? Well, because one of those are true.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like when I tell people, like ESPN has sponsors, they have people to listen to. I mean, you see it all the time even in all the other sports that they do. They always talk about the same like 6 teams and only sports and this and that. Like they have an agenda, they have to reach it. So if you're going and getting your news only from them, you're pretty much being fed BS.
Well, like if you're just going like off a vibe check, I'm gonna be honest. Like I don't think that Stroud is gonna be a bust. I really don't. No. I don't think he's gonna be great either. I think he's gonna be like a Prescott.
Yeah.
And there's a strong possibility Levis could be as much of a bust as he is going to be a good player.
I mean, you can say that about anybody that gets drafted if they're not Patrick Mahomes, though.
I feel, now that I think about it, man.
But I'm saying it's a vibe check. Like this person gives me more reason to believe he's going to do better than that guy, even though that guy technically is a better athlete, throws the ball better, talks better. He does. You know what I'm saying?
You know who didn't pass the vibe check, though? Tom Brady did not pass the vibe check.
Well, SOG wasn't around back then.
I know, but I'm saying even then he wouldn't have passed the vibe check. He looked like somebody's stepdad.
The thing with me is it kind of reminds me of now basketball, like last draft, where the unicorn is Will Levis. You can either get a boom or bust. A really good boom, really bad bust, or maybe he's okay. Paulo Banchero is CJ Stroud. You know what he's good at. You really want him because of those reasons, but he may only have a ceiling of up to here. And
I feel like Stroud is Jabari.
Oh, damn! All right, so we're
getting. I got Bryce's Banchero because everybody knew what Banchero was.
Up here then.
No,
but that's
See, I think with players like that, it's like you're really good right now, so you're kind of closer to your ceiling than these other guys are. So we're really banking on the fact that these guys' ceilings might be higher than Bryce. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What the heck is this? ESPN Plus. I see. There we go again with the BS, man. ESPN Plus. 2023 predictions for the NFL from NFL executives. They believe Derek Carr from the Raiders to the Texans.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck that.
That's what somebody posted from ESPN Plus. Right there.
We don't want no used car. Fuck that.
We already had
I don't want the other car.
Somebody goes.
If you fucking get Derek Carr, you better get the best fucking players the draft has to offer. Like you motherfucker.
This is why I said. This is why I agree. Don't ever read the stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. About 90% of these people are like, no, delete this dumb shit.
Don't read, kids.
So they're learning. But for these other ones that said, yes, he's better than any rookie quarterback you can draft. Somebody said he's a top 10 QB. That's where I'm like, I can't read everything. Because then
he's a really good starter as long as he's in the right system.
He had all those weapons on the Raiders.
But that's that bullshit system.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying he ain't gonna even have none of that here, and you're expecting him to do good. I was like, bro, his team was down there with us.
Yeah,
we were hoping they would win one more game.
Yeah.
Devonta Adams said that he went from one fucking Hall of Famer to the other Hall of Famer, and then Derek Carr wasn't even on the team by the end of the season.
He's retarded.
Like,
I don't want a fucking refurbished, retread, retired quarterback. I don't want it.
Yeah, just give me the new QB. Give me a new coach, new QB, some new weapons. I can go in fresh start for the season.
The only way that I can even stomach watching the Houston Texans football next year, if Derek Carr was the quarterback, is right after Caserio signed him. He made it very clear we're going to try to get Caleb Williams next year or Drake May. Like, that's the plan.
Yeah, and if that was the plan, then I'd be like, all right, as long as you and the head coach are all in.
But you have to say it. I don't give a fuck if you hurt Carr's feelings or not, because I don't give a fuck about him.
So you're saying that we're going to tank the whole season?
You don't have to tank, because we would probably suck so bad that you would still have a top 10 pick, and at that point you'd have to be willing to trade every pick you have to get to Caleb Williams or Drake May. So if he said that, I would be okay with it. I don't think he has the balls to say that.
I would like Caleb Williams just because.
But if he tagged me in, I'll say it for him.
Oh yeah.
The thing that the reason why I don't want that and I don't see it happening is the part of his contract is he has a no trade clause going forward in his contract, and then the cap that's going to hit later on. And Nick kind of got away from all that with
all that trash money.
All that trash money, and it's I don't see that being a Nick move. I mean, I don't know what a Nick move really is because I haven't seen too many of them much.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll take Will Levis over Derek Carr.
I'll take either 3 of those over Derek Carr. I'll probably take 2 of the second-round quarterbacks over Derek Carr, and that's not being disrespectful to Derek Carr. I don't want something.
No, I'm disrespecting.
I was gonna say Zach.
I'll watch Davis Mills play again before I watch you down there.
Ooh. God damn that stuff. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I mean, we both had the same team, honestly. So that, I mean, it's kind of the same, actually. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like go get the young QB. We need freshness. We need that Febreze smell up in here.
Yeah, that new car smell.
Yeah. Speaking of new, I guess we can go on to the only Astros news is they finally narrowed down, I guess, GMs. One of them backed out. I just think he wasn't going to get the job. The one from the Miami Marlins.
Listen, I don't know any of those guys, but yeah. I'm gonna agree with everybody else. We want that Braves guy, because if he built that team, then come to our team.
Dana Brown. Dana Brown.
Sure. If that guy built that team that beat us, then you could come to our team.
Yeah, they interviewed James Harris, the assistant GM of the Guardians, today. But I feel like they're going to go Dana Brown. I'm not too happy with the Jeff Bagwell GM always talking. It's kind of getting annoying. But
yeah,
I know they did. This is why I brought it up, though. They did bring up an interesting one, and I don't want it at all. But Brad Ausmus.
To do what?
Because they interviewed him. And I was like, wait, didn't he help build that Oakland team? And I forgot what other team they both suck. Look at Oakland. They're literally deteriorated into nothing.
Yeah.
So I'll go get the Atlanta guy, Astros. Do that. I know the Yuli news is a back and forth, like a seesaw. He was supposed to go to Miami. They pulled their thing down. So now everybody believes it's between the Astros and the Twins.
Are he coming back then?
And so it looks like all eyes are back on Yuli for here. To any fans that are still saying that what was it I said, Caleb, that somebody said Abreu has big shoes to fill? It's like,
yeah, that was the dumbest thing I ever heard. They said Abreu's got some big shoes to fill with Yuli.
On defense, he does.
Yeah, on defense, yeah. But I mean, I'm not gonna. Yuli's not an all-star. Like, let's just get that out there. He had some Golden Gloves, though. I give him that. But go watch some film on Abreu, bro. Go watch some film on why these players are so happy to see him like here. Like,
it's just people butthurt that Yuli might be gone.
That's what it is. And I mean, if you're really, and I know we're gonna do a video on this at some point, go look at dynasties. Go look at how they're built. You're going to be heartbroken. You don't think Golden State was heartbroken when Kevin Durant decided to get up and leave, and there was a few fans, I'm sure, that were mad. There was a few fans that were like, we're good.
Yeah. And Yuli wasn't even like one of the most important parts. It's like when like fucking Golden State let Barbosa leave.
Yeah.
Or Sean Livingston, you know?
No Iguodala. Yeah.
But on the plus side, it only took a month. The Rockets got to win.
Yes. Finally.
Literally a month. But
there was a lot of I get it. Şengün has been balling out. He's been balling out for the past I want to say a month, but I guess all of January. It's been a good 3 weeks. And everybody forgot about Green. Everybody was dogging Jalen Green, like, oh, he needs to step up. This and that. I'm like, whoa. Nobody was talking about Şengün last year at all. Everybody was talking about Jalen Green. And then Jalen Green, I get it. He struggled. I'm not going to sit here. We both talked about it. He couldn't make a shot to save his life and everything. He was shooting terrible shots. Looked like James Harden out there throwing stuff up. But
he balled the fuck out yesterday.
Yeah, and then everybody yesterday after 42 points, career high, dude came out. He literally, they had him talking to Silas before the game. He was over there. He was telling them, I was like, I was zoned in. I knew I had to do something different. And everybody's like, oh, he's that guy. Bro, you can't switch.
Well, like the other day, somebody called him out. They're like, Jalen Green ain't got a motor. Like, he kind of late. All right, we'll respond to that. Do what you did yesterday a bunch of times. You don't have to get 42, but don't take the bad shots. Take the game over when you can.
Yeah, and I think that comes down to when they get a point guard, they get somebody. I mean, if you run the freaking ball through Şengün and he feeds him, it's been working. Now, there's still a lot more stuff you need. We talked about it. Eric Gordon, it seems like he's going to get traded at some point with teams offering 4 second-rounders. I would have just took it, but maybe –
I'd have packed that motherfucker's bag for him.
Maybe there's better trades. I don't know. I think he'll be traded. I think Garrison Matthew probably gets a call from somebody that wants some shooting or something.
You could trade anybody else. I don't give a fuck. Like, we suck, bro. Anybody else can get traded. I'm not so loyal to you that I want to keep losing.
We can keep
nope.
I've heard you say this about a lot of people over the years.
I mean, the only ones that are what untradeable is Green,
Jabari, and Şengün.
And Nick. No, just kidding.
And that's only up until draft day.
Yeah. So you're trading Deshaun Nix, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You're trading what? Would you trade Kevin Porter Jr.?
In a heartbeat.
I kind of feel like now the way the team, even though we're still losing, I feel like Kevin Porter Jr. is expendable on what you're going to be doing next year.
It's Monte and Steph Curry. Not to say they're the same players, but it's like we can't do the same shit in the same space at the same time. So one of us got to go.
Yeah. And
one of us got to go, and it's not going to be me.
That's exactly what Jalen Green should be thinking.
Yeah, because this right now, it looks like a two-headed monster. It looks like Jabari is going to be a very expensive Shane Battier, and then, but he has moments too where he.
I was about to say that dude. There was like 10 games in a row where he stopped playing, where he decided to feed into the one-on-one bullshit that we do and played like he did at Auburn, and he was scoring a shit ton of points. Just do that. Fuck it.
Yeah. And I think everybody's so high on what we're getting first or second. But it's like you have 3 young guys that are 2 of them are already blossoming. I don't care what anybody says. 2 of them are blossoming. People around the league are taking notice. A lot of the guards are taking notice, of course, of Jalen Green. A lot of the power forward centers are taking notice of Şengün. Now you're getting some of them that are talking about Jabari's defense, but we forget about his offense, what he was doing in Auburn. You already have 3 dominant guys. Yes, we want, of course, we're losing this damn bad and suck this bad and have to watch some of these damn games we're watching. I want Victor, and if I can't get Victor, I will, for the only time in my life, be okay taking a second-round pick of freaking Scoot. That's all I want. I don't know.
Scoot don't make us better to me. He really doesn't.
No, I know he doesn't, but I mean,
Victor makes us better because he makes you have to do one or two things. Either you trade Sengun or Jabari, or Jabari is the small forward.
And I'm cool with that. That's a nice lineup.
I'm cool with that too, but I still would kind of want to trade Sengun because I want a real rim protector.
Well, I don't think they're trading him because of all the. I don't know. We always talk about them not trading, and then somebody gets traded sooner.
I like Sengun though. I mean, I don't want to trade you. I just want you to play off the bench.
Well, he's balling right now, and everybody getting him love. Edwards gave him love. Nicola.
Of course, he gave him love. He fucking dumped on him. What are you talking about?
Yeah. But no, they're giving him love. They're saying, his moves. I mean, he dominated Rudy Gobert, but I mean, that's pretty much anybody right now. So.
Yeah, he gave him the work.
Yeah, but Rockets fan, it's gonna get better. Just, I don't know when. I don't know what we got until a long way. February is coming up. Trade deadline. Maybe you get some excitement there. You get some new toys or something. There's a few.
No, we'll get rid of some people.
Well, yeah, I have a.
What'd you text me earlier?
Mo Bamba.
Oh yeah.
He's available. He's like 7 foot, like 1,000.
He's a 3-point shooter.
At center.
We just need somebody who could rebound and protect the rim. Like we need Rashawn Holmes from Sacramento.
Yeah, but they're not gonna get rid of him.
They don't play him.
True, but I don't know. I don't think they'll get rid of him. I don't know. They might. Somebody, you know what? Fine. Yeah, I'll take him. I need Bruno. They're playing 3 damn centers, and 2 of them suck. And so
Bruno sucks. Of course you fucking suck. You weren't in the league when we signed you.
Freaking dunk and missed the whole rim and fell down and lost the ball. I was like, bro.
Listen, we just won yesterday. You're gonna piss me off already.
Our first win of 2023. Let's go, Rocket fans. But yeah, no, I don't know. It seems like Houston sports is, I don't want to say on the rise because Astros are still this way, and then Texans are just coasting still, and the Rockets seem to, I don't know, do this shit. Whatever the fuck that is.
Between like May when basketball season ends and like September when the Texans season starts, we're way up here, way the fuck up here, and then we end up back down here.
So
we're like down. We're like right here in December. We go from the top to the bottom. That a bitch.
Yeah. Well, we got I think 60 something days until pitchers and catchers report to spring training. So.
No, they report on Valentine's Day.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, they do? Yeah. Wait, that's until opening day, I think. It's 60 something.
They report on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. So, yeah, opening day, I think, is 60 something days away. Well, be ready, guys. We got a lot of games, 160 something. I mean,
162. It's a lot.
No.
I cannot enjoy Astros baseball until after the Texans drafted.
I can't enjoy Astros baseball until it gets like crucial, like trade deadline.
So like that first like 6 weeks don't mean shit to me.
The only thing that I think I'm gonna enjoy this year is that we play everybody. So I kind of may enjoy some of those sooner games of like a Dodgers and like all that, because I did forget we have to play every single person, which they said is very beneficial to us. I didn't read the article because I had to pay $2, but I just I was like, I don't want to pay the Athletic. Yeah, no, it was pretty good. Well, Houston, stay safe, stay warm.
It's only like 40 degrees. We're not gonna die.
Yeah, I know, but people freak out at 60. So.
That's true.
Yeah, man, if y'all made it to this point, guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the network. We'll be giving you all of your Houston sports news coming up. We'll be doing a lot more content, especially as more stuff comes out. I mean, there's not much to report on the Rockets and Texans right now, so yeah. Make sure you follow us on Facebook at the SLG Network for all your breaking news on your Houston Astros, Texans, Rockets, U of H Cougs. I'm still disappointed y'all lost. And, yeah, we are out of here.
Later.
Later.